What's up guys, it's Eric. Welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to talk about how to purchase shoes from StockX and GOAT. So without further ado, let's hit the details. Okay, first and foremost, I forgot my lights. Okay, that's much better. Now, StockX and GOAT are actually platforms wherein you can actually look for stuff, and purchase. How StockX and GOAT work, they actually ask the sellers to list their items online on their platform, and then the buyers can actually browse, the different shoes, the different prices for each size. And basically what StockX does also for the buyer is it actually creates trends on the sales of these shoes. Now each shoe can be bought at different prices at different times, so it actually creates a trend whether the prices of that shoe goes up or the prices goes down. What makes it really nice is what StockX does is they require the seller to send the shoes or the items first to their store or their office, and then they authenticate it. And when they authenticate it, that's when they send it to the buyer. And that is actually maximum protection for all of us here. I'm not really sure about you guys because I got traumatized before when I was buying online. Sometimes people would say it's authentic, it's legit, it's 100% genuine, and when it comes to you, it's a fake. And that actually happens a lot in places like eBay and places like Lazada and stuff like that. Now, StockX actually eliminates that kind of experience because they are going to do the authentication themselves. If, say for example, a seller tries to pass off a fake for a genuine item, the seller can actually get blacklisted and you as the buyer can actually get a refund. Alright, so since I'm gonna screen cap some of the details from my phone and feature it on this side, I'm just gonna scoot over here so that we can have some space here to talk about, just have some visualization. So first step, you're gonna have to register and create an account. Normally what I do is just use my Facebook login, and it's just one click and just authorize it and you're in. Now the second part of registering for StockX and GOAT is actually selecting a payment method. Now here's where it's a little bit tricky. For StockX, they will only allow Philippine buyers to use PayPal, and it has to be a PayPal account. You cannot use your credit card because they will flag your Philippine credit card as fraud, and they will freeze your account for like a week, and it'll take you another week for you to unfreeze it, and it's such a hassle. So on the onset, for StockX, if you're from the Philippines, you cannot use your Philippine credit card. But for GOAT, you can actually use your Philippine credit card, so that's no problem. So just select credit card for GOAT and PayPal for StockX. Now next is to register a shipping address. Now for StockX, you don't actually have any choice but to have a Philippine delivery address because it has to match the address that you have in your PayPal account. Now if you have a Philippine PayPal account, you can only register Philippine addresses. So that means you're gonna have to, from StockX, if you're gonna buy something there, you're gonna have to have it sent directly to the Philippines. For GOAT, it's actually easy. You can use a different address for GOAT. So you can use your My Shopping Box or My Shipping Cart or shippingcart.com addresses and have it shipped here via sea or via air. Why am I talking about delivery addresses? Because there are different delivery charges. If you are from the US and you purchase from StockX or GOAT, basically you pay $13.95 if you're buying from StockX for delivery, and for GOAT it's $10. But if you're from the Philippines and if it's going to be shipped all the way to the Philippines, it's $40. Now mind you, for StockX, you can only send your items directly to the Philippines. So that's $40 every time you buy from StockX. From GOAT, you actually have a choice. If you do have an account with My Shopping Box or Shipping Cart, you can actually have them sent through sea, which is a lot cheaper. I think one box of shoes via sea is about maybe $16. I'm not sure, maybe cheaper. And then for air, it's about $20. So you can actually save some money if you do that. Now, with all the creating of your profile and your account with StockX or GOAT is done, you can now actually browse for shoes. Now, in StockX, it's not just shoes. You can also look for streetwear, watches, and also handbags. Now, those three I'm not really a big fan of. It's just shoes that I'm after. So you can actually do that, and we can actually show that here and how you can actually scroll and look for shoes from StockX. Now you can see here that if I click on a shoe and click on the size, you'd notice that there are actually different prices for different sizes, and that's actually the current market price of that current shoe right now. Aside from that, you can also see that there is a last sale price, meaning the last time it was actually sold, it was for that price. Now, if you notice too that there are two buttons on top, the green one and the red one. The green one is for buying, the red one is for selling. Now, for the green one, you can actually buy it right now, or you can actually make a bid. Now, the bidding for StockX is you can actually bid in increments of $1. In GOAT, it's different. You can bid in increments of $5. So that's actually a big difference. In StockX, you can win by $1, but in GOAT, it has to be about $5 at least. So like all bidding events, if the bid is actually acceptable to the seller, the seller accepts the bid and sends the item to StockX or GOAT for authentication. Once that's done, StockX or GOAT will actually send to your delivery address. Now, how fast does it arrive to your doorstep? From the US to the Philippines direct, from either it's StockX or GOAT, it takes about 9 or 8 days. 8 days would probably be the fastest time it would actually come to your doorstep, and that's actually fast. So for $40 delivery and just 8 days of waiting, I don't really have to go to the mall or spend or whatever. That's fine, because if ever I do go to the mall, I spend about 2,000 pesos in gas money, in parking, and food, and general stuff. I might go past a pharmacy or a grocery, I actually spend more. So basically, I think $40 or 2,000 pesos is acceptable for for fast shipping, from the US. I actually like interfacing with their platforms using the mobile apps, and that's what I'm featuring here right now. So basically, guys, I think that's all about preference. One last tip about StockX and GOAT. What I actually buy from StockX and GOAT are actually shoes that I cannot find locally here in the Philippines. That's one. Two would be shoes that have ridiculously low prices in StockX and GOAT. So who doesn't love a good bargain, right? So if it's even if it's a general release, but it's like 50% off in StockX or GOAT, oh my God, then might as well, right? But what I really like looking for GOAT for shoes in GOAT and in StockX is just really the ones that are not available here in the Philippines. And basically, right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unbox one pair of shoes that I got recently from StockX that's not available in the Philippines. So here it is, guys. It's actually the box coming from StockX. It's just a brown rectangular box with like a label here that says that has my delivery address and where it's coming from, and what it is, and has barcodes in it, you can see over there. And it's a basic box, man. So without further ado, let's open it up. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to get a better knife. It's an old kitchen knife, but no, basically it works. So you know, if it ain't broke. So here it is. Let's get that out of the way. Let me get the box. This is actually the first ISPA pairs of Nike. So basically, it says here it is the Nike React Runner Mid Water Resistant ISPA. So you're probably wondering, what does ISPA mean? It's actually here, and it says improvise, scavenge, protect, and adapt. So you wondering what it is? Here it is. Oh, all right. Ah, I actually have a card from StockX, and this is something new. They didn't have this before. It says here, all right, Nike React Runner Mid Water Resistant ISPA with a blue void team orange colorway. And it says here, I have the order number. So it says here also that the condition is 100% authentic, and it's new. It has the details, other details of the shoe, right? And this is typical, and this is from Josh, the CEO of StockX, just thanking me for the purchase and that I'm a cool guy for doing that. Looking into the box, the paper is actually, I think this logo probably stands for something. I'm not really sure what it stands for, but you don't really get that from most of the shoes that you buy. And let's take a look at the shoe. And this is what it looks like, guys. Isn't that cool? Alright, so let's take a closer look at the shoe. So as you noticed, guys, the midsole and the outsole, well, basically the sole comes from the Nike React Element 87, no? Which is one of the most innovative midsoles that was actually released for 2018. So if you can, and basically this is a very comfortable shoe right here because of the midsole. The difference is actually the upper, and the upper is, I think, as I've read about it, the upper is made out of the same material of the Nike ACG, or all conditions gear, and it's waterproof, and it says so right here with the WR. So there's some also some patterns here, some tape seams over here. I think what they're doing, like look at this, they're stitching below this tape, which actually seals the shoe in. So if it's rainy and stuff like that, I think this shoe will actually protect your foot and keep it warm. So this can actually work in snow as well. So I'm actually very excited to use this when the rainy season comes. So in terms of branding, there's a double swoosh at the lateral side. I think this is really nice, where with a small Nike swoosh here and a black printed swoosh on that side as well. I like that they have these tabs here, no, that are sewn on the shoe that can actually help with lacing, and and the lacing is actually a bit unique here because the lacing actually goes around the ankle, and this actually supports the lacing. You do have like an olive pull tab at the back. The heel counter is similar to the 87s. It's small, but pretty supportive, I would presume. Here's the thing about the naming convention of Nike, because it says here that this is the Nike React Runner Mid Water Resistant ISPA Runner. I think this contradicts because the midsole is actually made for lifestyle. So basically, this ain't a runner, so don't be deceived. You can't actually run. Well, you can actually run on them, but it probably won't give you the same support as any running shoes, you know, out there. So what really made me excited, because these actually came out late last year, I think the fourth quarter of last year, and they retailed for $180. I got this for only $122. So yeah, man, I'm really excited with these shoes. I'm gonna try them out once the rain starts happening here in the Philippines, and man, I'm probably gonna come up with a follow-up review on how it is on feet during the rains, and maybe if I do travel abroad and if it's cold weather, this is probably the shoe that I'm gonna bring along with me. So that's it, guys. This is probably one of my longer vlogs because I did try to be as detailed as I can about StockX and GOAT, and actually also unboxed one shoe that I actually bought from StockX, and it's something that you cannot see in shelves here in the Philippines. No sir. Well, maybe not yet, but basically I'm probably one of the few people here in the Philippines who own this, and it's nice. It's nice to have something that's unique. So that's basically it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're not a follower yet here, or a subscriber here in YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to, you know, for you to get notified if I post another video. If you're not a follower of my IG, please do follow me at the Buy Next Door, because I post more content there than here in this channel. But I'll try to do more videos in the next few weeks. But in any case, guys, thank you very much again. I'll see you on the next one.